Ladies and gentlemen, Overdrive continues with this Knockout World Championship match. The winner of this match will be the last knockout standing. Introducing to my right, the challenger, Masha Slamovich. Her opponent to my left, from Austin, Texas, the defending knockout world champion, Jordynne Grace.
In this matchup, there are no countouts, no disqualifications, no pinfalls, no submissions. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent so they cannot answer the referee's count of 10 and get back up to both their feet.
Masha getting her hands on the championship, touching the gold. The goal in this matchup between, quite frankly, two once-in-a-lifetime athletes. And yes, I know that's an oxymoron, but in the case of Grace and Slamovich, it's just too apropos to miss.
I look at it this way, Ray Walt. It was a very physically intense matchup between Slamovich and Grace last month at Bound for Glory. You add in the factor of this being a last knockout standing match.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that match had rules.
Anything can happen tonight at Overdrive.
And I promise you, I can guarantee you it will. Misleading smiles between the two competitors, make no mistake, are about to hurt each other very, very badly.
And now Grace going right after Slamovich here early on. Slamovich trying to pick up the pace here, keeps herself a little bit at distance from Grace and rolls to the outside. You can see all the weapons here at ringside here in the impact zone.
Well, they're not wasting any time. Masha Slamovich with the steel chair already.
And look at Grace charging at Slamovich, who's charging in Grace with a steel chair. No fear in the champion.
There's no fear in either one of these. I mean, we're talking about the strength, the power of Jordynne Grace, the tenacity, the striking, the willing to do absolutely anything. As you see now, Grace working on the leg of Masha Slamovich. That's a smart strategy.
Grace goes after the left leg early on. Smashing the knee into the floor.
Well, again, you just said the rules there, Tom. You have to get to your feet before a count of 10. It's kind of hard to stand on only one leg. This is a great move here from Grace.
And now Grace. Look at the power of Jordynne Grace. To let all the blood rush to the head of Masha Slamovich. The suplex on the floor.
This one's getting gnarly pretty quick. Oh, the damage out here on the floor already pretty intense.
Think about how intense this rivalry got in the build-up to Bound for Glory alone. You pick your poison matches between these two. Monsters Ball was given to Masha Slamovich. Meanwhile, we saw Jordynne Grace have to face Max the Impaler at the Victory Road event.
It turned up to 11, and that was even before Bound for Glory, and then afterward.
But Grace was going for a pound. Grace jumped on the ramp. The back of Grace into the ramp.
Masha Slamovich showing she got some strength of her own despite that damage done early on to the leg, courtesy of Jordynne Grace. We talked about the intensity before Bound for Glory. Well, it really turned up when Masha Slamovich attacked Jordynne Grace at the top of the ramp on Impact on AXS TV. Destroying the champion with steel chairs.
Look at this, the knee was in the small of the back, and then the stretch muffler applied there by Slamovich, just trying to do as much damage to the lower back as possible for Grace. Meanwhile, that left knee, that left leg is really bothering Slamovich.
That's a similar strategy there for Slamovich with Grace. You take out that lower back, that spine, that core. It makes it really hard to hold yourself upright, pick yourself up off the ground.
Grace back up to her feet before the count of 10 there. Slamovich realized Grace was still stirring and opted for more offense. That is the injured left leg, not the plant leg, but it's really, as I mentioned, no pun intended, pick your poison when you have that type of injury.
You're gonna kind of damned either way if you're Masha Slamovich, but I don't think Masha cares. She's clearly willing to do whatever it takes, even to her own self, to inflict that damage.
Left knee went into the post as Grace got out of the way. Count of 3.
Count.
4. 5.
Slamovich goes to the count of 10 to get back up to both her feet, so this match can continue.
7.
Count of 7, and Slamovich does get to her feet.
Now find things back into the ring.
Again, no countouts, no disqualifications, no pinfalls, no submissions. The ring is basically a weapon.
You got to fight your instincts sometimes as a wrestler too. You want to go for those covers. You want to go. Oh my God!
Spinning neck breaker there.
Almost like a fisherman driver there from Masha Slamovich. That'll put you down. And the champ now, as well as Masha Slamovich, need to get to their feet.
Count of 5 from the official.
6.
Slamovich back up. And Slamovich, again, not waiting for the official. Knows that Grace is still moving, still showing plenty of signs of life, and goes for punishment.
And that's smart. If you have even an inkling,
Why wait?
yeah, that your opponent is getting back to their feet. Attack, attack, attack.
4.
Count of 4 here on Grace. Slamovich as well, trying to get back up to her feet. Slamovich is back up first. Count of 6 here on the champion.
Meanwhile, you still see her limping there.
Slamovich going after the back still of Jordynne Grace. Plenty of damage done to the back of the champion. Oh! Again, Grace just too big and strong for Slamovich to manipulate her that way.
1.
Kick to the head. Masha on a knee here. Oh, another boot. Grace yelling count.
5.
Count of 5. Slamovich gets back up to her feet. The match continues.
Now Grace looking for maybe.
Oh! The legs into the bottom rope.
Turning the attention once again back to the legs, back to that base of Masha Slamovich, making it even harder for her to get back to her feet.
5.
Count of 5 here on Slamovich.
6. 7.
Count of 7.
8.
Count of 8. Count of 8. Count of 9. Oh, it was back up for just a moment. The official signaling that Slamovich did indeed get back up to both her feet. You could see the tip of her boot up on the canvas. The official says the match continues.
Grace now refocusing the assault, continuing onto that left leg now with that shin breaker, and now the hardware is starting to make its way into the ring.
And this is proactive here by the champion. Count of 4 applied here on Slamovich. Meanwhile, Grace isn't waiting, assembling more weapons. Oh, he's ready for Slamovich.
She does not want to take any chances.
Count of 8, Slamovich is back up to her feet, and Grace is prepared.
That's right. Plenty of hardware, plenty of weapons in the ring now. Not a matter of if, but when they get used and how.
Oh. Dragon screw to the knee.
1. 2.
Different leg whip there, pulling the
3.
leg down hard into the canvas, and now that gives
4.
Jordynne Grace once again some more time to set up these instruments of destruction
6.
in the ring.
7.
Count of 7, the official says Slamovich back up to both their feet. The match continues. Oh.
Masha Slamovich, though, despite all the damage to her leg, continually defiant. Now still trying to pick up Grace despite that pain.
Oh, and a shot right to the back of the leg. The injured left leg of Slamovich.
I will give Jordynne Grace this. She has been a very intelligent competitor throughout this whole matchup. Laser focused on that leg. Anytime she can counter, get a kick, get a hit, anything to that leg, she takes it.
Up onto the shoulders. Both women just trying to control each other. Look at this. Look at the power of Grace. Those chairs set up. Oh, God!
Jesus!
Oh, God! Slamovich dumped onto the chairs.
The power bomb from the champion.
Look at that one chair. It is bent inside out.
It has just been destroyed.
Count of 6 on Slamovich. Grace is already back up. Count of 7.
That steel just exploded on that
Count of
chair.
9. Slamovich is back up and goes right back down.
But she made it. That's what counts.
We got to take a look back at this. Slamovich was able to get back up to her feet, but watch this power bomb into the steel chairs.
Right here as it explodes underneath the force of that power bomb.
It went all the way to 9, the count did, and now back up, and then whatever you just heard clanging around, that was a piece of the steel chair that had been splintered in the ring underneath the body of Masha Slamovich. Grace was just using it as a weapon there a moment ago.
Why not? It's there. You just made yourself some more weapons.
6.
And this has been all Grace. For the last several minutes, Masha is on the defensive.
Both women back up to their feet. The last knockout standing match continues for the Knockouts World Championship.
Looking for that shin breaker again is Grace.
Masha doing anything she can to block here to prevent more damage.
Trying to turn things around here. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh my God, the crash into the chair.
And that's one way to turn things around if you're Masha Slamovich. It had to take a lot out of the challenger, though. Picking Jordynne Grace up on that injured leg.
4.
Count of 5 from the official. Slamovich rolls out of the ring, gets back to her feet.
That's a smart move. It's a lot easier to get to the ground if you roll down to it.
Count of 8. Count of 8 on Grace. Grace does get back up to her feet. The official says the match continues.
But now this is an opening. This is an opening Masha Slamovich desperately needed.
Now Slamovich with a snap suplex. Slamovich grabbing at her left knee. The snap suplex goes back to the previously injured back of Grace.
You see Masha Slamovich limping here on the outside of the ring, but still in this fight.
Count of 6. Count of 7. The same proactivity we saw from Grace earlier. Now Slamovich doing the same. Count of 9. Count of 9. Count of 9. And Slamovich and Grace. This match continues. The official.
Did she just bring a mailbox back into the ring?
I think you're right.
I guess she really wants to send a message to Jordynne Grace.
Oh.
But has Grace had enough time to find that window of recovery here?
Oh, God. A big open bomb strike by Grace.
And Grace is asking for it. Oh, right back to the leg goes the Juggernaut. Knows that's likely to be the key to any sort of victory here tonight.
Oh my God, look at this.
You saw for a moment there, Jordynne Grace tried to withstand the barrage there from Masha Slamovich, but then just unloaded. Whoa, this could get nasty.
Oh my God, we've seen this before. Oh, calls it the vertebra breaker.
Right into the trash can. Slamovich is out.
3. 4.
Count of 4. Grace back up to her feet. Can Slamovich answer the count?
Count of 6.
7.
Grace holding
Count of
herself
8.
up here.
9.
Count of 9. Slamovich is back up in time. Oh, and right back down.
Just barely. Take a look at this. The Verta break her onto the trash can one more time, crashing into the metal, and even that did not keep Masha Slamovich down for 10.
Goes back to the left knee. Very shrewd by Grace. Straight right in the corner by Grace.
Grace is on one tonight, furious.
Oh, look at this, trying to set up for the muscle buster, but look at the way Masha Slamovich has tucked her arm there around the top rope.
Smart strategy from Slamovich there. Oh, God! But I saw a tooth go flying there from Slamovich, who's now unloading with headbutts.
We talked about how physically intense it was at Bound for Glory. Oh, God! These two have upped the ante tonight at Overdrive.
We'll call that a Moscow sunrise as Slamovich drives Grace into the mat.
Count of 5 on both Grace and Slamovich. Count of 7. Count of 8. Masha's back up. Count of 9. And Grace is back up.
The neck and back of Jordynne Grace has been that target of Masha Slamovich. Meanwhile, the leg has been the focus of Grace, which is going to ultimately win out.
Takes Slamovich off for one good leg, and now Grace stomping away on her challenger tonight at Overdrive.
And driving the knee back down, the leg.
Now look at Grace. Grace going for a rare submission here, a figure 4. Now it's locked in.
And there are no submissions, like you said. I mean, Masha Slamovich, not that I expect her to, can tap out all she wants. It will do nothing, but it will inflict pain.
Doing anything possible to inflict damage on Masha Slamovich. Oh, rolls over on her belly and reverses the pressure to Grace.
Turning it around on the champion as best she can.
Now Grace turns it around. Grace back in control in the figure 4.
And how much damage is being done to that leg? How many more times can Slamovich stand up as they continue to roll? Wait.
Now remember, there's no disqualification, so there's no rope breaks. This can continue.
They can stay entwined forever here, but eventually.
The figure 4 off of the apron.
And finally, some separation.
Let's go. 1.
But again, it begs the question, how much damage has been done to that leg of Slamovich?
She's not getting up. She's not getting up.
5.
Count of 5 from the official.
6.
Count of 6, Grace is on her
7.
feet. Count of 7 on Slamovich.
8.
Just starting to stir.
9.
Count of 9. Slamovich does get back up.
Just barely, though. The damage really taking a toll on Slamovich here.
Oh my God, is it time for the Grace driver? Go for the Grace driver out on the floor.
Slamovich desperately fighting it off, though. And again, going back to that lower back of Jordynne Grace. Oh God, is the leg gonna give out though? Holding it strong for now. Oh God!
The pile driver on the outside.
1. 2.
Again, that spine and back just being compacted out on the floor here.
5.
Count of 5.
6.
Slamovich is back up to her
7.
feet. Count of 7. Count applied to Grace now. Count of 8 on the champion. Grace trying to get back up to her feet, and she beats the 10 count for a moment, but beats the count.
A moment sometimes is all you need. Just get back to your feet, but my God.
Slamovich busting out a door.
Masha Slamovich getting real creative here. The Van Gogh of violence that is Masha Slamovich has some bad intentions on her mind.
Is it a toilet seat?
That might be a metaphor for what she thinks of Jordynne Grace. I'll let you fill in the blanks.
Oh,
but hey, that works too.
Oh, by the throat. By the throat is Jordynne Grace.
And what is in the mind of Masha Slamovich? Whoa!
He's trying to set up for the snowplow.
No, the Grace driver.
You're right,
Little
you're right.
insult to injury here. Can you imagine if that's how Masha Slamovich won the Knockouts World title?
Face first into the steel post.
Go, one. Let's go, Jordynne.
This has been an absolute knockdown, drag-out fight.
Oh my God, and look at where Slamovich is dragging Grace up to the apron here. Oh my God.
Whoa, wait. A power bomb or a pile driver here. Either way, it's bad news. Oh!
Went back to the left leg, went back to the left knee of Slamovich. Oh my God.
No way, no way. Grace here looking for maybe a muscle buster. No way.
Oh my God.
Going up off the stairs here.
Juggernaut muscle buster through the door.
And despite all the damage done to the back of Jordynne Grace, putting all of it on the line to drive Slamovich through the door. Will it be enough?
6. Go, Jordynne. 7.
Count of 7 from the official.
8.
Both competitors stirring.
9.
Count of 9. Slamovich goes down. Grace is the last knockout standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner of the last knockout standing, and still Knockouts World Champion, Jordynne Grace.
This was unreal. The brutality jumped up a notch after the first encounter at Bound for Glory.